Hey guys, so you're green, and that's awesome. Now let me share with you a little bit about what it means to be green. Greens are some of the most intelligent people in the world. When you give a green a precise plan of action, they will execute it better than anybody else. Greens are very involved in the details. So if you want a project to be done exactly right, exactly up to specs, you want to give it to a green. They do lots of research, so they're rarely fooled by people, and they're really unlikely to just be gullible. They want to get facts and figures before they make decisions, so they don't rush into things. Very precise, very well read, very analytical. Now those are all great things, but none of these colors are necessarily better than any of the other colors, and there's pros and cons to each personality type. One of the problems a green can have is paralysis by over-analysis. There's a lot of times, especially in this type of business, where you get a blue comes in, I don't know what's going on. They're definitely a ready, fire, aim kind of person, but they end up making a bunch of sales and building a team because they're taking action, where sometimes a green wants to get so many facts and figures and know everything before they even take their first step and make their first phone call that they end up literally doing nothing. So please don't let that happen to you. Greens are also, as I said, they don't rush into things, but sometimes they're so skeptical that becomes a problem. Greens can be literally pessimistic. See, when you're starting your own business, you have to have some optimism, and blues come by that naturally. Greens have a tendency to be more skeptical, not only of outcomes, but also of people's motives. Now, again, greens are great with saving money, with investing money. Network marketing is great for greens. You know, you may not have gotten in this to make a fortune. You know the percentages are very few people do that, but if you give a green an extra $300 to $500 a month and it's invested properly, which is what greens are great at, you can end up network marketing literally changing the direction of your life, which is awesome. However, some of the things that could hold you back: prejudging people, not taking action quickly enough, being a perfectionist. That's another problem for a green. It's one thing if you're a perfectionist and drive yourself crazy, but if you want to have a big team, you can't nitpick everything they do and micromanage everything they do, because people get in this business and are all volunteers. So again, this is information about green, both good and bad. In a green, you can either be highly functioning, where you overcome a lot of the things I just shared with you, or dysfunctional. And all that's spelled out very precisely in our Living in Full Color product. I would say it's an incredible investment for you to get that information, because this information makes you a better inviter, a better presenter, a better closer, a better trainer, a better promoter, all the skills that you need to learn. Well, think about it this way. This is so logical. If you come across someone and you speak English, let's say you come across the most gorgeous person you've ever met in your life, you're single and you really want to date them, but they speak Spanish and you speak English. I know body language can account for something, but I mean, come on, let's be real. Or let's say they speak Mandarin, Chinese, and you speak English. Chances are they're not going to become the love of your life. How cool would it be if you could immediately just switch to the other three major languages in the world, so no matter who you come in contact with anywhere, you shift to their language? See, it doesn't matter how fluently you speak a language other people don't speak, they're not going to understand you. So it just makes sense, because there's things that we all do that we don't know annoy other people. I think of a dog you ever see a dog get excited and they wag their tail like crazy? They don't know that if you're behind them, you're getting whacked with a stiff tail and it hurts, or they're breaking glasses. They're oblivious to it. That's the way many people are to understanding. When a green communicates with a blue, trust me, you're driving them crazy. Some of you are married to a blue and have never realized some of the things that make you happy make them sad. So there's all kinds of information. This information is not just good for your business. It spills over to every area of your life, because anything where you're dealing with a human being, it's going to matter. And the other really major issue here, as I just said, it's not just you learning more about you, it's how to interact. How does a green interact with a blue, green, red, yellow? How do you speak those other languages? So all of that's in Living in Full Color. And if you choose not to get the product, that's okay, because at least you came here, you took the test, you know you're green, you got this information. I strongly encourage you to go and really study more about this wherever you can, because the bottom line is this really will make you better at all the major skills skills that you need to master in this business, and ultimately it'll just make you a better communicator. So I'm glad you took the test. Come back and take it from time to time. You'd be amazed at how your numbers can change. Some people actually even change their primary color. And send your team here, because you knowing what color they are will really help you manage them most effectively. So thanks for coming to take the test, and we look forward to seeing you again sometime soon.